It's been a while, and I have a lot to talk to you about. I'm Brian with Bulldog Delivers. Let's hit it. Here I am again at my desk. I'm working from home a few days this week as I'm doing more radio news work, and it's early mornings this week. Oh my gosh, I hate the 6 to 10 a.m. shift. I am not a morning person, so I write a lot of my stuff the night before, and then I go ahead and check everything, make sure that nothing breaking news happened overnight, and then I can just go ahead and roll out my stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier for me because I am a night owl. The only thing is just getting my voice warmed up in the morning. That takes a few minutes. So, man, I'm just glad nobody watches that one. So, yes, it's been a couple of weeks, and unfortunately it has not been a good couple of weeks for me. My sister, Gail, passed away a couple weeks ago, and last week I spent the whole week on the road traveling to southern New Jersey for her funeral, and then she's buried outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So shout out to my South Jersey and Philadelphia area peeps who are fans and subscribers to this channel. I know there's a few of you out there, and I got a question for you, though. How do you live without the plastic bags? My God, I've been in the grocery stores in New Jersey, and I mean, it's just plain weird. I mean, yes, I've been to Connecticut, and they have the same stupid crap going on there with their bag bans and taxes and all that kind of stuff. But New Jersey, I mean, it's just insane. So, I mean, it's just plain stupid. They say, well, it's to keep the plastic out of the oceans. Well, I'm sorry, we're not the ones dumping the oceans. China is the one that's dumping plastic in the oceans. And you know what? They're taking our recyclables and doing it. So, that's them, not us. If you really want to ban stuff that's washing up on the Jersey Shore beaches, I can tell you it's not tons of plastic. I've seen more hypodermic needles wash up on the shores of New Jersey than I have plastic bags. But nobody's talking about banning hypodermic needles, are they? And even in South Carolina, in the Hilton Head area, Beaufort County's got a bag ban there as well. And they do these paper bags with handles, which of course are totally worthless, and it's just plain stupid. So, I don't know. I'm just glad I brought my own plastic bags. When I last talked to you, I told you that I was heading to court over my car insurance case because the insurance company still hasn't paid me. Today's August 3rd, and I still haven't gotten anything. We are at an impasse. So last week when I was on the road, the insurance company said, we're at an impasse. We need to take this to the next level. I said, well, that's because I already told them I was going to sue them. And an interesting thing happened on the way to the courthouse since we last spoke. Florida has some interesting new laws that most lawyers don't even know about, and that is the way you sue insurance companies and the notice you have to provide. You have to give your insurance company 60 days notice before you sue them. That gives them a chance to go, well, we don't want to, fight all this stuff and pay all our lawyers and stuff, so let's go ahead and make the process more expensive and time-consuming for you, right? This is what the legislators in Tallahassee thought was a good idea. Let's give the insurance companies more power to screw somebody up. So in my case, what they did was they invoked the appraisal clause, which means that if we disagree on the value of the vehicle, my vehicle's been declared a total loss, so we're fighting over actual cash value. Insurance company wants to shortchange me thousands of dollars. So we now have to hire our own appraisers. Then we have to hire an umpire if the appraisers can't agree. This is again, at our own expenses here. And the insurance companies know exactly what they're doing because I talked to them on the phone. And I said, look, is there any way we can negotiate this before we go down this expensive road? He says, I'm not authorized to negotiate anything. I said, then why am I wasting my time talking to you? And he says, well, what are we talking about for dollar amount? So I threw out some rough numbers. I mean, he says, no, we're way, if it was only $200, I can settle this today. But, you're talking thousands of dollars. I said, yeah, because that's what the vehicle is worth. And he says, well, we're just going to have to fight this out through the appraisal process because this really costs us nothing to do. So it's a lot more cost effective for us to do it this way. And I'm like, you guys have the system rigged in your favor and you are just blatant and arrogant about it. So I'm looking at a process that's going to take anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months to play out. And meanwhile, I don't have a car, and it's hard for me to make a living, even though I am using my wife's car. But, this gets old after a while, and now we have kids going back to school next week. So that creates an extreme nightmare. These companies know it. They put this amount of stress on you, and they just don't care. And the system is completely rigged in their favor. And the regulators in Tallahassee are the ones who accept the process service for the insurance companies. Yes, I kid you not. If you sue an insurance company, once you get past a 60-day rule, then you have to file with the regulator, not with the insurance companies. You don't send it to them. You send it to the chief financial officer for the state of Florida. And he's the one that takes the lawsuits, and then he forwards that to the insurance companies. It is just plain weird. And that took effect on July 1st, and most lawyers have absolutely no clue about it, because I talked to several of them before I filed this case, because none of them want to talk to me, right? They're not going to make tens of thousands of dollars off of my case. No. So they're like, you're on your own, buddy. Yes, us gig workers are on our own when we get into trouble. And this is the amazing thing. So get this. So I hire my appraiser, right? I found one far, far away, completely different part of the state, because there ain't none around here in Pensacola. And when I bring this topic up to anybody to ask them, hey, do you know any car appraisers who can do this? And everybody looks at me like I got 3 eyes. I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, you're telling me you don't know what this process is, and you're telling me there's nobody around here that can appraise automobiles? Well, I did find some, but they all work for the insurance companies. So anyway, as I usually do, I have to then cast a wide net across the state of Florida to find somebody who is capable of doing it, and I found one, and he came up with the same exact numbers that I did. So, at least now I have a professional on my side who can talk to these idiots, who's got the experience in talking to those idiots, and knows how to talk to them like they are an idiot. So, I'm a little more optimistic today about that. And then this happened. I kid you not. Within an hour of getting this problem shuffled to the side to let somebody else handle it for once, after I've been battling for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks over this, a new battle starts. Yes, that is a notice from the state of Florida that my driver's license will be suspended on August 5th because the insurance company did not update their records properly when I transferred my wife's car from my personal policy to my commercial policy. So as punishment, I will lose my driver's license. It's like, can I just get a break from the bullshit for once? I mean, my God, the hits keep coming, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. I am literally at my wit's end, which is why you don't see much of me these days, because I'm dealing with all these fires. Every time I put one out, or one simmers down, it gets put aside to be resolved a little bit later, it's in the process, then a whole new blaze pops up. So I read this 4-page notice from the state of Florida regarding this, and basically, it's the insurance company's fault, and I'm the one that has to pick up the pieces. So the process is also screwed up, and it puts all the burden on me and relieves the insurance company of all the burden, even though they say the law requires the insurance company to notify them when you add a vehicle to a policy or you get a new policy and the like. But they don't care. They tell you the insurance company has to notify them that this was done. Well, the insurance company did not notify them, and if the insurance company does not rectify the problem, I still get suspended anyway, and I have no recourse other than to pay a ransom to the state of Florida to get my license reinstated, which is $150 after I pay a fee for a hearing to challenge this, to say that, yes, I've had insurance all along. And that still, even though you asked for the hearing, they still suspend your license anyway. So they really don't care, and they're not going to take your word for it until you show up to this and pay all these fees. Oh, don't mind her. That's just one of my daughters taking the dog out and coming back inside. It's okay. So really, there's nothing that you can do to avert the driver's license suspension. That's all in the hands of the insurance company. The same insurance company that I'm doing a legal battle with. Now, you tell me that this system ain't screwed up royally. And you, my fellow gig workers, can only imagine the fallout that will happen when that license is suspended. Yes, these companies will find out, and they will deactivate you entirely. And you know that these companies rarely reactivate anybody. So this has created a whole new level of stress that is in the stratosphere, as if I wasn't already up there already. I mean, my God, I'm going to be doing space exploration pretty soon with all of this. And there goes my cat, Callie. Now, I didn't mean to come on here and make this a woe is me session, but you know what? Us gig workers, we are all alone in this world. Think about it, really. I mean, a lot of people get lured into the gig work because of the attraction of being independent. You don't have phone calls, you don't have emails, you don't have meetings. Your car is your office and nobody is allowed in it. And you get to make your own schedule, and you make the earnings pretty much what you want within, the confines of your market of what it's able to support financially. So you can do pretty good, right? It's a nice way of life. I like it. I can't do this forever, but hey, it's good while I'm doing it. However, when we get into trouble, we are completely on our own. Those gig apps do not support you very much. There's very little they can do. They will deactivate you in a second, and you usually have no recourse against them. All the risk is on us. I'm living proof of it, right? We risk our cars, our lives. The overhead expenses is all ours with gas prices in the stratosphere. God bless you people in California paying nearly $7 a gallon. My wife and family has been out there, and they saw it firsthand. So my older daughter is in Southern California for the month. She's doing some house sitting and dog sitting for my brother-in-law, who recently got married and is on a honeymoon. So she's doing some work while she's out there, but she's quickly realizing just how expensive life is out there. God bless you folks that are out there. Whew, man, $7 a gallon gas? Holy crap. She filled up one of my brother-in-law's cars. It's like $100 to fill the tank. Holy cow, man. Literally, we are on our own. You see what I'm dealing with the insurance company. I mean, think about this for a second for yourself, right? You know that you have a $500 deductible, $1,000 deductible, whatever it is you choose to have for a deductible. So you try to have money put aside for that. But you don't figure that the insurance company is going to screw you thousands of dollars in the event that your car is declared a total loss. And as a lawyer actually did tell me, a lawyer who actually did give me the time of day, he gave me about 35 minutes for free, which I was just really, really grateful for. And he knows that. And I did do a nice website review for him because of it. And he said, once you get that actual cash value of the vehicle, find out how much the insurance company determined that the repairs are going to cost, because 80% of the 80% or less, typically they will repair it. If it's over 80% of the value of the car to repair the vehicle, then they'll declare it a total loss, and that's in your contract. So take a look for those numbers. Sometimes it's 75%, sometimes it's 80%. Those numbers can vary depending on the policy, which was actually very good stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this actual cash value settles at for my vehicle, because maybe I'm going to demand that they fix it. But the problem is that's going to take months, because the auto body shops around here are backed up 2-3 months. And I can't wait that long. So, we are on our own. We are just little people, and lawyers do not want to help you. They do not want any way, shape, or form have anything to do with you, really. I mean, they don't understand our work. The laws are changing. They're not even updated on what those laws are. I mean, truly, we are on our own, because we also have family and friends who don't understand the kind of work that we do. They don't understand the nuances, either what makes us tick or also just how things work. And, some of these people live in a bubble, and it's frustrating. So, you can debate with them all day long and it's not going to matter. All you're going to do is just get frustrated. So, you know the feeling of being alone when you're trying to make a delivery and the customer's non-responsive. Customer's not answering the door. They're not answering the phone. They're not responding to text messages. You quickly realize how much on your own you really are with some of these things. So when you get into big disasters like I'm dealing with, then you quickly realize how much you are alone. And that's probably why YouTube channels like this one do pretty well and some of the others do really, really well. And that is because, we're all just trying to look for that support, right? There's Facebook forums, which I know some of you share my videos on, and I really, really appreciate you for doing that. And, we're in this together, even though we are all alone. Does that make sense to you? I mean, it doesn't really make that much sense to me, but it kind of does. So, I don't know. I wonder what Sarah, the gig, oh shoot, what is her channel name now? Gig Life Pearls of Wisdom. I'm sorry, Sarah. I love you. I love watching you. All right, so I see it right here. It's Gig Life from Pearls of Wisdom. So go check that out, please. She's phenomenal. Sarah, by the way, she went through a few months off when she had her full-time in-store shopper job, and she's back to doing gig work, and she's got her YouTube channel back up and running. So if you haven't seen her in a while, go check it out. She's still funny as ever, and I just love her wit and wisdom and her tales from the road, because she's just like me here in a way, dealing with a busy summer tourist season, which thankfully has been good for me, but the weekdays still suck, so most of my money's made on the weekends. So yes, it's been a wild couple of months for me. I'm still recovering from my data crash. I'm pretty much back to normal now. I've got my online backups going in real time, which has been a learning experience for me. And I got that going, and I actually found some of my topics that I have been pushing off for a while. I found them on a backup that I had done previous to the crash, so thank God I got that, because I actually have a couple of things for customers. That'll be in my next video, I think, unless some other weird crap comes up, because, Instacart loves to do stupid things with their app. I wonder what the latest dumb thing is, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've done an Instacart order, and I don't anticipate doing any until Saturday, so I just can't wait to see the stupid crap they came up with while I was gone. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. And there are some new subscribers that joined this week. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I look forward to serving you. I made a promise to everybody that I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. I'm still battling these things, and I have to get bigger guns, I guess, to deal with this. Or a good therapist, one or the other. Holy crap. So anyway, I'm Brian with Bulldog Delivers. Until next time, it's gallows humor, I guess. Go get 'em.